Bavisree Miss, am I audible?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Management is all about managing in the short term while developing plans for the long term. Yes, we, the Department of Management Studies of St. Mary's College, Thrissur, are standing a step closer towards our long-term goal. Hello, I am the host of the day, myself, Nikhila Tomy, faculty member of Department of Management Studies, St. Mary's College, Thrissur. Today, as our 7th Association Day is happening, we have another good news to share to all of you. As our college has entered its 75th anniversary year, we are organizing a national webinar series as part of Meet the Eminent program. On this glorious occasion, I invite all the delegates, staffs, and students to this online gathering. Before we start, let us thank and seek the blessings of God. I invite Archana Shashidharan, first year student of Department of Management Studies, to the prayer song. Welcome, Archana.
Ma'am, audible ആണോ?
Yes, Archana, you are audible.
അമ്മയ്ക്കും അച്ഛനും ആദ്യ പ്രണാമം, ആചാര്യന്മാർക്കോ സൂര്യപ്രണാമം, ചെങ്ങാതിമാർക്കും മറ്റുള്ളവർക്കൊക്കെയും മംഗളം നിറയുന്ന സ്നേഹപ്രണാമം, സർവസൃഷ്ടാവാം ജഗദീശ പ്രണാമം. മാനവജന്മ പിറവിക്കു നന്ദി, തന്മുലപ്പാലിൻ കരുണയ്ക്കു നന്ദി, താലോലമാട്ടിയ കൈകൾക്കു നന്ദി, താരാട്ട് പാട്ടിനും കൂട്ടിനും നന്ദി, അക്ഷരപ്പൂവിലെ തേനിനു നന്ദി, അറ്റമില്ലാത്തൊരറിവിനു നന്ദി, മോഹങ്ങൾ തിരിനീട്ടും പുലരിക്കു നന്ദി, സ്നേഹാലയമാമീ പാരിനു നന്ദി. അമ്മയ്ക്കും അച്ഛനും ആദ്യ പ്രണാമം, ആചാര്യന്മാർക്കു സൂര്യപ്രണാമം, ചെങ്ങാതിമാർക്കും മറ്റുള്ളവർക്കൊക്കെയും മംഗളം നിറയുന്ന സ്നേഹപ്രണാമം, സർവസൃഷ്ടാവാം ജഗദീശ പ്രണാമം.
Thank you, Archana. Now, I invite our head of the department, our strength, Srimati V Bavisree, to deliver the welcome speech. Ma'am, welcome.
Good afternoon to one and all. Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. V. Xaviour, Sister Dr. Magie Jose, my colleagues, students, and participants, a warm very welcome to one and all to our department inauguration and webinar series launch. A key to achieving success is to assemble a strong and stable management team. The Department of Management Studies, St. Mary's College, is celebrating its 7th association inaugural function. In connection with this, we are arranging a webinar series with 5 eminent personalities. Today, we have Dr. V. Xaviour, Director of ELIMS Institute of Management Studies, Thrissur, is inaugurating our function. Welcome, sir. Next, I would like to welcome our pillar of strength, Principal, Sister Dr. Magie Jose, to our function. Welcome, Sister, in her absence. Next, we have our energetic group of participants here. Welcome all. I expect your wholehearted participation till the end of the webinar series. Last but not the least, my colleagues, my students, a warm welcome everyone. Once again, a warm welcome to everyone to our function, and I wish a fruitful section to one and all. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Today, we have our principal here, but still she had some inconvenience. So she sent her message to us. She's the one who motivates, inspires, and gives us enough courage to move forward. Let us have a time to hear her message. Sorry, there are some technical issues. So we will forward to the next session. Now we are entering into the golden hour of the day, the inauguration session. For inauguration, we have the very eminent personality, Dr. V. Xaviour, who is currently the director of Elijah Institute of Management Studies. We welcome you, sir, with full of gratitude and respect. Before the session, let us have a quick look at his profile. I invite Ms. Pesi Devasikuti, faculty member of the Department of Management Studies, for the same. Welcome, ma'am.
Good afternoon, sir. Dr. V. Xaviour, Director of Elijah Institute of Management Studies, who have excellent career profile. He graduated from St. Thomas College, University of Calicut in the year 1976, and he took Masters in Commerce in 1978. Dr. V. Xaviour started his career in a bank. Later, he joined as lecturer in Department of Commerce and Management Studies, St. Thomas College, University of Calicut, in the year 1979. He retired from St. Thomas in the year 2010, serving for a period of 6 years as the head of the department. He acquired MPhil from Annamalai University and PhD from University of Calicut. He was the former secretary of Investors Forum, Thrissur, and was also former secretary of Thrissur Management Association. And during his tenure, TMA got Best Management Association Award from All India Management Association. Dr. Xaviour, as a resource person for SEBI and guest faculty for Ghati and Village Industry Commission, MSMED Institute, DIC, KITCO, Kerala Agriculture University, and Madras University. Dr. Xaviour joined as additional coordinator for the MBA evening program in Dr. John Mathai Center, University of Calicut, in the year 1998. From 2010 onwards, he has been
appointed as additional coordinator for full-time as well as part-time MBA program in Dr. John Mathai Center. He is also the technical and administrative advisor of Dr. John Mathai Center. And in his time, it was a golden period for Dr. John Mathai Center. Thank you. Over to Nikhila.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I invite Dr. V.M. Xaviour for the inauguration and also for addressing the participants.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome, sir.
Principal Reverend Dr. Magie Jose, Head of the Department of Management, Bavisree, Student Coordinator, Nikhila Tomy, then Faculty Pingy, Student Leader Pingy Raphy, and my dear management leaders. A very good afternoon to all of you. Indeed, I am very much delighted when I received a call from Bavisree asking me to inaugurate the St. Mary's College Management Association. In fact, I consider it as a honor and I attach great value for the same. As Magie Jose told, I was in St. Thomas College for more than 32 years. Then nearly 21 years I was in Dr. John Mathai Center for the management program of University of Calicut. After that, I joined ELIMS Institute of Management Studies, one of the best private sector management institutes of our district. There, our faculty members are Dr. Sushila Meron, Dr. Francis K.M., then Venugopalan, PV Baby, DGM of Catholic Syrian Band, CMA Madhu, Professor Joy Joseph, Dr. Vasanta Kumari. You find a lot of eminent professors are now taking classes in ELIMS Institute of Management Studies. Of course, after your BBA, you can also think about joining for the MBA program at ELIMS Institute of Management Studies. Usually, the management associations are inaugurated at the fag end of your program at the colleges. You don't get enough time to conduct so many programs for the improvement of the skills of the management learners. But the management association of various colleges should be different. You should have enough time to conduct so many programs under the auspices of this St. Mary's College Management Association. You have to conduct so many webinars because now, because of COVID-19 pandemic, new normals have taken place. Now you find agility, you find technical digital transformation, and also work from home. Nowadays, to conduct any program, if you want to invite any person from across the world, it is very easy. Because you can invite them and you can ask them to make a presentation through webinar. See, I am also the president of Thrissur Management Association. Earlier, you were also becoming the members of TMA. For example, during this month of February itself, we are conducting 4 programs. One on February 2nd, we conducted the the budget analysis, where we had 3 eminent persons, like the MD and CEO of CSB Bank Limited, then Venugopal C. Govind, Chartered Accountant from Ernakulam, and also the All India Management Association, All India Institute of Chartered Accountants President, former President Ramasamy was there. Then on 19th, Sachin Kulkarni was also the managing partner of IBM, one of the famous or prestigious IT company in the world. He is addressing. And also on 22nd, the former partner of, or say, founder of Infosys, Chris Gopalakrishnan is coming. And again on 26th, we have another program. So what I mean, this COVID is the only blessing point for us, so that we can invite people from across the state, across the country to deliver talks. My dear students, the management association of your college should also ask your friends or say the students to participate in this kind of talks. You get it free of cost now. It is in the evening only. So you can ask the students to, especially the management association should ask the students to participate in this kind of events. That should be one of your activities. And again, you have to improve your skills. As you know, management is not acquiring knowledge alone. In management, we are supposed to have we have to cover 3 important aspects. One, acquiring more knowledge. Of course, as you know, knowledge is the power. You have to maximize your knowledge level. Now you are doing your BBA. Along with your BBA, if possible, you try to do what BCom or BA English or BA Economics of Indira Gandhi National Open University. Finally, you can do. And after that, you join for the MBA program. When you join for the MBA program, side by side, you also do one MCom or one MA of this Indira Gandhi National Open University. Why I am saying Indira Gandhi National Open University? Because it is approved all over our country. Then again, after your PG, you try to do some research. The learning should be a continuous process. So you have to acquire more knowledge throughout your life. From home to the federal ground, town. Here to continue your learning. If you come to ELIMS Institute of Management Studies, or if you go to Dr. Jamatai Center, the prominent professors who are teaching there are having 4 or 5 degrees. 4 or 5 degrees with them. Only if you have more degrees, the people will respect you. For example, if you get only one BBA, the level of respect that you get will not be that much. So you should do one MBA. Along with MBA, you should also go for MCom or MSc or MA in some other arts subjects. And again, if possible, you have to do LLB. I know a lot of my students who studied earlier, it is for them, it's just like a band. They go for 1 degree to another, 1 degree to another, and they acquire 4 or 5 degrees. So it is possible for you also. So once you take this much degree, people will recognize you, people will admire you, and you will be better than the other students, other people. So you have to inspire your friends to take more degrees. And my dear students, knowledge is very important, not by taking degree only, but you have to improve your knowledge level by reading. Nowadays, the students are not at all reading, even at least the newspapers. If I ask you how many of you read today's newspaper, I'm sure 90% of you will say we did it. So you have to read the newspapers, read the books, read the journals. Then only you will be very conversant in the this current affairs. Current affairs, knowledge in current affairs is very important. When you go for some interview, if you want to write the civil service examinations, if you want to write some competitive examinations, your knowledge in the current affairs is very important. And again, even if you want to start a business of your own, you have to understand what is the environment, business environment that you find. Yes, ma'am? Please mute. Yes. So you find that you find a lot of opportunities to study. And not only that, knowledge alone is not sufficient to perform well as a professional. Along with this knowledge, you have to improve your skills. Suppose you learn from the book how to swim. Without practicing the swimming, if you jump into the water, what will happen? You will be drowned. So you acquire more knowledge. Then after that, you have to practice it. You have to improve the skills. In the management, there are a lot of scope for improving your skill. There are a lot of management games. Bavisree ma'am and Pessi ma'am knows it very well. For example, the finance games, marketing games, HR games. These are some of the games that they can give you so that your knowledge, your skill level will be improved. What's the difference between the BCom students and the BBA student? Skill-wise, you should be better than the others. Skill not only in this organization of this program, then also in the leadership, you have to improve a lot. Whenever you get an opportunity to perform, to do any activity, you should come forward. Don't be shy. So whenever you get an opportunity to act, you should act. So the leadership skills you can improve. You can be the leader for one finance game. You can be a leader for some marketing game. You can be the leader for some HR game. You may be a person who is organizing the entire event. So you get the organizing skill, you get the leadership skill, you get the communication skill. Of course, communication skill is very important. Without proper communication, either English or Malayalam, communication is an art. So you should learn how to communicate effectively with your friends, effectively with others. So you have to improve that skills only when you perform certain things. So you can conduct the management games, you can organize various management games, you can negotiate with the people, you can go to the people, you can mobilize resources so that your confidence level will be improved. So my dear students, without the skills, nobody will take you as an employee of any organization. So the skill is very important, and you can enjoy the skills that you enjoyed you received from the college days, and you can cherish these memories throughout your life. Sometimes the skills that you get from the college level may be the reason why you are growing to the top level. So this is an opportunity. The association will help you, will give you certain tasks, and you have to do it. You have to perform it so that your skill will be improved. I'm sure Magie ma'am and Pessi ma'am will be giving you some instructions to improve your skills. You must be different from other students. You should be always activity-based programs. You should have activity-based programs for you so that you can improve your skills. The skills may be, as I told you earlier, maybe the leadership skill, maybe the organizing skill, maybe the communication skill, maybe the interpersonal relation skill, or maybe some social skills, maybe some digital skills. All the skills can be improved only if you conduct certain programs. So, my dear students, knowledge is important, skill is also important. Then another most important thing required for a management student is values. Nowadays, especially in the younger generation, the value system is deteriorating. Many of the students don't respect their elders. Many of them don't respect their teachers. Many of them don't respect the principal or say whatever be that. You have to develop the value system. You should obey the others. Don't question everything. Don't be like a trade union person. We should have a pleasing character. We should love the others. We should try to find a place in the heart of the others. So that is more important. More important than the knowledge as well as skill. There is a saying, if wealth is lost, nothing is lost. If health is lost, something is lost. If character is lost, everything is lost. So, my dear students, character is the most important thing that we have to develop. The obedience, the patience, the love, the concern for the poor, old age people, parents, siblings. So you have to learn that art also when you study this BBA program in your college. So these three important things are very important for a management student. You have to acquire maximum knowledge. You have to improve your skills. For that you have to come forward. Then also you should sharpen your values. Because of the advent of new technology, people are not having these qualities in them. So it is you to make a difference. So my dear students, with that words, I declare that your association is inaugurated. You have to conduct so many programs for the management students. Now I would like to tell you something about the financial planning for young people like you. How to create wealth. How you can become rich in your life. Because Bill Gates once said, do you know who is Bill Gates? Bill Gates is one of the richest men in the world. He's the CEO of Microsoft. He said, if you are born as a poor person, it is not your fault. As some of you might have born in a poor family. It is not your fault. But if you die as a poor person, it is only because of your fault. So how you can become rich? That is my question. And I tell you, or I assure you that all of you can become crores in your life. You might have watched the programs in TV, Kaun Banega Crorepati, Dingal Ko Kodi Shanagam. You might have seen so many programs. But in those programs, only one person will become a crorepati. But if you observe, if you follow my teaching, I can assure you, all of you can become crorepatis in your life. It's very simple. How to become a crorepati in your life? How you can create wealth? I tell you, after 25 years or 30 years, all my students, all my girls sitting in front of me can create minimum 1 crore deposit with them. How is it possible? For that, there are only two principles to be followed. What are the two principles to become crorepati in your life? One is discipline. The other one is patience. What is discipline here, I mean? It is not coming in uniform, coming in time to the college. That is not the discipline what I mean here. Here the discipline means financial discipline. See, you all people, or say all your family members will be getting some income by way of their salary, by way of their wages, by way of their coolie, whatever be that money they get. So under financial discipline, what you are supposed to do, try to live within the available funds. Suppose you are getting only 10,000 rupees, don't spend more than 10,000 rupees. You have to minimize your expenses. You have to minimize your expenses. And not only that, out of the 10,000 rupees that you get every month, the thumb rule says that minimum 20% of that you have to save. That means if you are getting 10,000 rupees, you have to save 2,000 rupees and only remaining 8,000 rupees you have to spend. If you are getting 20,000 rupees, you have to save 4,000, only 16,000 you have to spend. So when you spend money, there are certain expenses which can be postponed or which can be delayed. When you study the marketing, there are two concepts called wants and needs. Needs we cannot avoid, but wants can be avoided. For example, if you are thirsty, you need water. But if you are thirsty, if you say I want Coca-Cola, then according to marketing concept, we call it as what we call it as. It is called want. So when you spend money, you have to think twice. What's the money in your pocket? Do you want to buy, or do you want to take a cup of water, or do you want to buy a bottle of Coca-Cola? Likewise, whenever you spend money, whenever I take this class to the students, I used to tell the examples of the people in my parish. I'm a Christian. So during the Lent period, say 15 days Lent period, we have a big week in which you find the Monday, Thursday, Good Friday, Saturday, and Easter. I have seen some ladies, they wear new dresses for all these 4 days. That is what is called luxury. They buy a new pair of dress for the Monday, Thursday. They will not use that dress for the next day, for Friday, Good Friday. Again, they buy a new dress. Then for that Saturday, again they buy a new dress. And for Easter also, they buy a new dress. I'm not mentioning about you students. There are some people in Thrissur I know. So you have to think twice when you spend money. Is it a must? You have dozens of dresses in your wardrobe. Can you pull on with that? Of course, if you are a person getting 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakh rupees a day, of course you can buy 2 dresses, 3 dresses, 4 dresses according to you. But you look at your income, see whether you can spend. Or when you buy a mobile phone, a smartphone, you can buy it for 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, 50,000 lakhs. So you have to see what is your income, how much you can spend for that. Don't borrow money and don't buy anything. That is what is called financial discipline. If you can postpone the expenses, suppose you want to go for a shopping, or if you want to go for a cinema, if you postpone that, say expenses, you are saving. That is what is called financial discipline. You have to see what is your total income a month. Out of that, 20% you have to earn, save, and in the remaining 80% only you can spend. So that is what is called financial discipline. Then another thing is called patience. Patience to wait. All of a sudden you cannot make wonders. All of a sudden you will not get 1 crore rupee or 2 crore rupees. Because you have to find the seventh wonder or eighth wonder is happening. The compounding is happening. Compounding interest factor is happening. For example, Albert Einstein said once, there is an eighth wonder in the world. We have studied only 7 wonders in the world, but Albert Einstein said there is one more wonder in the world, that is called the power of compounding. I shall tell you a small story. Once upon a time, there was a person, there was a king who used to promote, encourage his people in his country when they come with new inventions. One day, a person came with a new invention. It was a game of chess. He came with that chess game, asked the king to play with him, and the king was so happy. It was really amazing. Very wonderful game. The king asked the person who invented the game, hello, my gentleman, I want to give you a small prize. So he said, no, king, I am very happy that you have recognized me, you have admired me, and you appreciated me. I am very much thankful to you. No, you should take a prize from me. When he insisted, he said, okay, sir, in a chess board, there are 64 columns. The gentleman said, you put 1 gold coin in the first column. But we will change the story like this. You put 1 rupee in the first column. Instead of gold coin, we asked to put 1 rupee coin in the first column. In the second column, it should be the double. That means 2 rupees. Third column, it should be again double. So 1, 2, 4, and in the next column, it should be 8, double the other one. Then next column, 16, 32, like that. When it reaches the 64th column, whatever be the amount, you give me that as my price. The king said, oh, it's so simple. When you add, say, 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, like that, the king thought it is a small thing. Yes, agree. But my dear students, when you go home, you try to do what will be the amount. The amount, even the amount you cannot say what it is the amount exactly. It becomes such a huge amount. That amount comes around 18,446 crores. Not 18,446 crore. It is 18,446 crores of rupees. The thing, the king has no money with him. That person told him only to give the amount that is coming into the 64th column. That much money was there with him. So that is the power of compounding. For example, if we convert that point into our practical way of doing things, suppose you deposit 100 rupees a day. Every day you go for a coolie work or a daily wages work. Suppose you get 600 rupees, 700 rupees, 500 rupees, whatever be that. And if you save 100 rupees a day, in a month, how much you will be saving? 30 into 100, 3,000 rupees. In a year, 3,000 into 12, 36,000. Likewise, if you continue saving this amount for 25 years, if you continue 100 rupees a day for 1 year, 10 year it will be 3,60,000. 20 years it will be 7,20,000. Then for 5 more years, it will be 9 lakh and note. But if you have invested that amount in a scheme where you get a return of 10% per year, suppose the 100 rupee that you save every day is deposited in a financial instruments like bank deposits, like mutual fund, like share, whatever be that. There are a lot of investment avenues available. And if you invest that much money every day for the next 25 years at the rate of 10% return, do you know what will be that amount? That amount will be 97.5 lakh rupees. Just near to 1 crore. So my dear students, I told you in the beginning, all of you can become a crorepati in your life. If you have the patience, if you have the discipline. But actually what happens, once you start earning, say 100 rupees a day, 36,000 rupees a year, Once you touch the 36,000 or 50,000, immediately you'll say, oh, I want to withdraw that money and I want to buy a scooter. Or I want to buy a bangle. Or I want to buy a laptop. You take that money. No, don't touch that money. You wait. That is what is called the patience. You are very young students. When you become 25, you wait for next 25 years. Maximum your age will be 45 years. Then you may ask, what is the need of getting money after 45 or 50 years of age? My dear students, money is required in the later stage of the life. You are all studying in St. Mary's College. Why you are all studying in St. Mary's College? It is very nearby and the fees is comparatively less. But if your parents had very big amount with them, definitely they will be sending you either to Bangalore or to Bombay or to Delhi or sometimes abroad for your family. So in the same manner, when you become old, sometimes you want to send your children abroad for their higher studies, maybe to Harvard University, maybe to Oxford University, maybe to Cambridge University, maybe to Indian Institute of Management or IITs. So for which money is required. So we want money at the age of 45, 50 years of age, when our children are growing up. So you have to save money in our ways. And again, you are growing, and your children are also growing. So at the time of marriage, you want to give them some share of your wealth, maybe 10 lakh, maybe 20 lakh, maybe 1 crore. You can give any crores to your children, provided you plan now itself. So you want money to give your daughter or spend money for your son. You have to save money. And again, in the old age, you want money for your treatment. And again, in the old age, you want to go abroad to spend some time with your children who are staying abroad. So you want money in the old age. How you can create money in the old age? In the old age, if you go for work, you cannot make money. So you have to plan now onwards. So 25 years, if you plan, and you plan only 100 rupees a day, I'm sure you'll be getting nearly 1 crore rupees. And more the period, instead of 25 years, if you continue it for 30 years, 5 more years. If you continue this for 30 years, the same amount that you invested will be 1.88 crore. If the period is more, the amount will be much, much higher. So by the age of 50 years or below that, when you attain 50 years, and if you save 100 rupees a day, you will be a person with 1.88 crores of rupees. It is possible for you. Only thing, there should be patience. So the more the period, if it is for 4 years, 40 years, 25 years, 30 years, or say 40 years, it will be 6.51 crores. Just 100 rupees a day at the rate of 10% return. Miracles will happen. Wonders will happen. Or again, I will tell you another thing. Instead of saving 100 rupees a day every time, during your time of marriage, suppose your parents give you a small share of their wealth, say 10 lakh. If they are giving you 10 lakh rupees at the time of marriage, for example, In some cases, it will be less than that. In some cases, it will be more than that. For the example's sake, I will tell you if it is 10 lakh. And if you ask your husband and your in-laws, please, my dear husband, don't touch this money. The dowry or the share, whatever you got from your parents, don't touch it for the next few years. I want to deposit or invest somewhere. And if it is invested again at a rate of 10% per annum, do you know what will be that amount? That amount, if it is deposited for 30 years, it will become 1.74 crores of rupees. So my dear students, don't worry whether I can be a rich person in my life. I was born in a poor family. I was married to a poor man. No. It is you to decide whether you want to become a crorepati in your life. So financial discipline is important. Patience is important. So you have to wait for that. And there are a number of investment avenues. Since the time is not much with us, I shall tell you some of the instruments where you can deposit your hard-earned money. Of course, we find bank deposit, but when you bank deposit, nowadays you get 6.5% rate of interest. It is not good. Then you can invest in securities, but it is risky. But there are some instruments called mutual funds. There you get the benefit of stock market as well as you get the value addition, or say increase in the value of your investment. For example, I have invested some of money with the mutual funds. Today, when I looked the return, I was telling you only 10% rate of return. In my case, it was 25% return I am getting throughout my year of investment. 25%. An unbelievable return. I told you when you get 10% return, 100 rupees deposited a day for 25 years, it will become nearly 1 crore. But if you get 20%, 25% return, you can imagine what will be the result. So you can get money when you invest money in the mutual funds, especially by way of the 100 rupees a day, that means 3,000 rupees every month. You can deposit in a scheme called SIP. What is it? SIP, Systematic Investment Plan. Every month you invest, say, according to your monthly income, you plan what should be the savings a month. It may be 3,000, it may be, say, 5,000. And when you get an increment, again, you can improve that limit to 5,000 to 6,000, 7,000. I know one professor from St. Joseph's in Jayapura. He's my close friend. Whenever he gets one increment, whenever he gets some income, immediately he will add on to the systematic investment plan. I'm sure by this time he'll be having crores of rupees with him. He has not gone for any business, no other activities, just wisely investing in the systematic investment plan. So my dear students, if you deposit the money in the systematic investment plan, definitely if the trend goes like this, for example, Sensex is touching records every day. Now it is around 51,000. And Modi took the charge of the Prime Minister, it was only 20,000. Then it has become 25,000, 30,000. It was around 45,000 by the time coronavirus came, again back to 25,000. Now it has touched 51,000. So the benefit of the increase in the Sensex you will also get the benefit in the mutual funds. But you must be very cautious when you find a scheme called a policy scheme. Some people will be coming to you and telling you, sir, madam, there is a scheme, you invest money in this scheme, you'll be getting 20%, 25%, 30%, 40%. My dear students, don't invest in such kind of schemes. If anybody comes to you who offer you 10%, 20% return, or more than that, you must be able to say no to them. I don't want. So if you invest in such schemes, we call it as Ponzi schemes. You will be cheated. So don't be attracted by big offers giving you by some people. They are cheat, they'll be cheating you. And my dear students, also you should not take the credit cards, because when you get the credit cards, you will have a temptation to buy unwanted things when you go for shopping. You have to swipe the card, you get it whatever you want. If you don't have money in your pocket, perhaps you will not buy it. And when you buy things with a credit card, if you fail to make the repayment, then the banker will be charging heavy interest on that. So my dear students, don't get into that trap. Don't take unwanted loans. Maximum you can take a loan for the construction of your house. Otherwise you wait. Okay, my dear students, I don't want to take much of your valuable time. I have already declared that the association is inaugurated. And my dear students, you do some activities to improve the knowledge level, skill level, value systems, and how to become good ma'am, Nikhila ma'am, and all the students who patiently attended my talk all this time. Thank you very much. Vaishri ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Now it is 4 o'clock, verify our stop. Nikhila.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
I can continue till 6 o'clock, but the students will not sit.
Okay. Thank you, sir. That was indeed a great experience for our students and as well as our participants. For vote of thanks, I invite our student representative, Ms. Andrea Joby.
Ma'am, am I audible?
Yes.
Thankfulness. Okay. Thankfulness is the quickest path of joy. A warm good evening to all, respected dignitaries and my dear ones. It's a great privilege for me to deliver the vote of thanks in this great occasion of our association inauguration and webinar series launch. First of all, my sincere thanks to the Lord Almighty for making this event a grand success. It's all by His blessings and grace we are able to make the event what it was. Next, on behalf of St. Mary's College and Department of Management Studies, we would like to thank our Honorable Chief Guest, Dr. V. Xaviour, Director, Elijah Institute of Management Studies, Thrissur, for sharing his valuable time and words on the topic financial planning. And we also assure you, sir, will take learning as a lifelong process and give importance to the knowledge, skills, and values of ours. Adding to it, we assure you that we'll become the crorepathies by holding our financial discipline and patience. Thank you, sir, for your valuable words.
Thank you.
Although in her absence, I would like to thank our dear principal, Dr. Sister Magie Jose, for giving us a golden opportunity and for being the catalyst that inspired us to do our best and stand as a pillar of power. Thank you, sister. With deep sense of appreciation, we thank all the faculty members of Department of Management Studies for their untiring efforts. Last but not the least, I'd like to thank all my dear friends and all the participants who showed their immense pleasure by their presence all through this program. Once again, thanking each and every one of you for your kind cooperation. Thank you.
Thank you, Anvia. We are dispersing our meeting now. Before dispersing, please have a look at tomorrow's schedule. Morning session will begin at 10 a.m. Participants make sure to present at 9:45 a.m. Thank you all for your cooperation, and thank you, Xaviour sir, once again. We are expecting the same till the end of the program. Thank you all.